Our ace is a top New York fashion designer from Asia, Thakoon Panichgul.
So one thing we're working on right now is the resort collection, and we were looking at a lot of things that I found this at a vintage place. It's like a poncho.
Poncho.
Yeah, it's like a vintage African poncho. So this is one of the ideas, and then I was looking at. Okay, so. Anyways, looking at the poncho idea, and even, we start boards here. And then, so that starts the whole process of maybe looking at African things. But I even, played with trying it on to see what it looks like visually. That's on me, basically. So then we, try to explore this kind of idea a little bit.
Thakoon will do a resort collection in June. He found the poncho at a vintage store, and it got his imagination moving.
Why don't you just scan them, and then...
He knocks his ideas into shape with his 3 assistants.
Where it's almost like you want to see lines on the dress that are sort of angled, and then you have the braiding. This line goes here, and it's more random, yeah. And then the dress happens, but sort of like in the vein of that. Like it's almost like if you sort of lay this out flat, and then the lines sort of shift. The ideas come out, and then in the end, we probably put in place about, there could be like 5 different or let's say 10 different ideas altogether, and then we put them into place, so they're called groups maybe, and then within those we do 100 total different styles, and then 100 different styles in different colorways and fabrications and combinations become maybe 150 samples altogether, and then from there we see what works, we see what doesn't work, and then ideas that we don't think are working, we shuffle forward to maybe another season. So we don't always throw ideas away, because I think they're good ideas, they just need more work, always. So.
Thakoon is an avid explorer in the world of ideas. What's his word to live by?
Mai penrai means never mind or don't worry. It's just a way of life, and it comes from a kind of a Buddhist background, Buddhist training. That just means, when life happens, when difficulties happen, it's okay, don't worry, never mind. It's almost like a just let it roll off of you kind of idea.
For new ace Cody Sai, many challenges lie ahead. His favorite phrase:
"You'll never know unless you try." To me, it means it's sort of something I always go by. You should always go for what you want, because you'll never know if you'll get it or not unless you try to go for it. This means you should always try things before you put them off. So, I'm going for what I want to do.
New ace Cody Sai. Today's the shoot for his lookbook, which will showcase his first promotional collection. He's used up all his savings to get this done. Studio hire, 2 models, a professional photographer, hair, makeup. The costs really mount up. He's completed 8 outfits for the lookbook. The concept is classic and feminine, timeless clothes that will live on through the years.
I guess maybe more like this for the dramatic, and just sort of natural.
Something like this, something like a deep
eye.
Dark eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first look's very simple. You want to stick back and very simple, and
Yeah.
Okay. So the first look you're gonna do like slick back.
It's It's kind of like 90s mixed with 1940s. I love it. It's great. You know?
I'm good. How are you?
Model Caitlin has arrived. And here's the other model, Snow.
Do you want to hang my jacket up here?
The aim of the makeup is to enhance the look of the clothes.
So, and then we'll just,
Okay.
oh yeah.
And here we go. The shoot begins. Cody's first lookbook shoot.
All right. So in terms of the style of movement that you want her, just like
Not too
fluid,
dramatic.
very-
Just
just very subtle.
very subtle sort of movement.
Okay. All right. So you can play with your expressions a little bit and looking around and like that. Gorgeous.
What you
Looks great.
imagine?
Yeah, it's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, they look great. The models look great together. Yeah, good.
Vera owns a Manhattan boutique. She wanted to see this. Will she like Cody's work? Put his designs in her store? It's a huge opportunity for him.
Yeah, it's very practical, and I think women, especially in New York, they're busy. You know, they don't have time to spend half an hour trying to put together an outfit, and so if they have like some nice classic pieces that go together with, you know, different things, you know, that's what women need. Some of them are.
It's a deal. Vera agrees to put Cody's clothes in her store. The Lookbook, a culmination of 4 years in New York, finished at last.
This is where everything started for me. I'm sure, you know, maybe in the future I want to go to those places, but right now it's a good place to start, I think.
Thakoon's the pace setter, with Cody hot on his heels. Which ace holds the trump card? Asian aces. A is Asia.